All right, last week we kicked so much butt on the weeds. Like, we did a lot of weeding and the farm looked really great. I had plans on coming out today to show you guys all the meticulously weeded beds. But unfortunately we got about 4 inches of rain. So Henry would not like it if I walked out in the field because I would be damaging the soil structure, compacting it more, and it's better to let it drain all the way and kind of dry out before we go stomping through there. But I do have a drone, so we're gonna fly out here, check it out a little bit, and come on back. All right, so you probably saw a few weeds out there during the flyby, but Henry has this this idea that if the vegetables are already ready to be harvested, peak size, and the weeds are already overcoming that, it's totally okay to leave them there, because after you harvest the bed, then the weeds will then hold the soil structure until you're ready to replant the next bed, unless you're going to seed. If the weeds are going to go to seed, you have to get rid of them right away. But otherwise, sometimes weeds are actually good on the field. So we weeded all the baby ones that would have struggled if they got overweeded. So most of those are like under the water, and then on the some of the other plots way out there. We did a lot of winter squash, watermelons, cantaloupe, cucumbers, carrots, parsley, shiso, okajihiki, celery, Brussels sprouts, a lot of onions, corn, beans, basil, tomatoes, peppers, sweet potatoes. I think that's it. It was a lot. It was a big week. Okay, now that once the water soaks all the way into the soil, we're then going to mulch all the crops that last the entire year, like kale, potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, Brussels sprouts, celery root, anything that takes the entire year to grow, we mulch them heavily. All right, it's gonna be a long and tiresome afternoon. We got all the bales loaded up on the hay rack here. We're heading over to the other property. We're gonna mulch all of the potatoes. It's really windy today. All right, so we decided not to go down to the other property to mulch those potatoes because the storm started to develop over here. Henry says that when the plants are wet, you don't want to mulch. You want to wait till the leaves dry off because you could be spreading bacteria or diseases throughout your field. That's not good. So we're gonna wait. Meanwhile, we can go right into the greenhouse here and finish up the transformation. So last Friday we harvested all these carrots, the last of the carrots, last of the beets in this greenhouse here. Now we're going to do a quick push-hoe, and then we're going to mulch down the rest of the greenhouse here and conserve water. Oh yeah, it's a pretty cool looking cloud up there. Weather is so strange these days. Like in the springtime we had way too much rain. We had a huge floods. It all came down at one time. Then we went on with 3 weeks of no rain at all. The soil was bone dry, and then just like randomly on Saturday night we got 4 inches of rain in about 2 hours. Now today is Monday, and now we have another storm. It's kind of odd. It goes like a lot of rain, a lot of drought, a lot of rain, a lot of drought. All right, so we got the hay hitched up to the truck. We're getting ready to head over to the other property and start mulching the potatoes.
working in the aisles. And so if I'm doing this aisle, I'm going to mulch from the middle of this to the middle of this. And since they're in hills, gravity is going to pull the mulch down off of the top. And this is where we really need it, right up against the plants. Not only are we conserving conserving moisture, but we're also preventing the tubers from being green. So that's why we need a nice thick layer right up against the plant. So you make sure you push it right up tight against the plants. Little plants, just kind of be a little bit careful. You can still come up with a lot of mulch, but just make sure you're not covering them over. And so you're getting mulch all the way in between each plant. And we want a nice high layer right there.
So this thing prevents the tubers from being green?
From getting green, yeah, because it prevents the sun from hitting them. So the sun hitting them will turn them green. And all the tubers form above that original potato piece that we put in the ground. And since I never got them, a lot of times I would get them, these would have been hilled a lot higher, like maybe up to here. So I didn't get a lot of dirt thrown over the top of them. So this year the tubers are going to probably be really close to the surface. So even more important to get a good mulching.
All right, so there are many fun and exciting things that we do on the farm, and mulching is not one of those things. There are 3 reasons why we mulch. The first one is to conserve moisture and keep the water in the soil. Number 2 is to suppress the weeds. And number 3 is to reduce the soil-borne diseases. So as we have these erratic rainfalls where we get a really heavy downpour, it splashes soil onto the leaves. That's how you spread soil-borne diseases. And so we're actually trying to block the pressure of the rain hitting the soil by having the mulch on the ground. Okay, 7 days ago from today, I was standing in this exact spot and I was gonna give you guys a tour of the field to show you how awesome we were at weeding. But unfortunately, it rained 4 inches on Saturday and I wasn't able to give you the tour. In fact, it actually rained every single day last week. Saturday, 4 inches, Sunday was a 1/10 inch, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it even rained on Friday while we were harvesting. And the field got wetter and wetter and wetter. So now I'm gonna give you guys a tour, but this tour is going to be on next week's episode, so check it out. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you can be notified when each week's video is posted. And also go ahead and leave some comments so you know what you guys think of these videos.